Howdy, 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 and welcome to the Lady Walker Show. I am Lady Walker, beloved, and we have another fantabulous show in store for you. My guest is a national recording artist and author. He is co-founder of S&R Support Services Incorporation. He is also a pastor of Bible Way Church. So, beloved, put your hands together and welcome back for the second time, Pastor Samuel Williams.
Amen.
Greetings,
Amen.
Pastor Williams.
Good morning, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Yes.
Now, you are going to be updating us on the prison ministry,
Exactly.
as well as the food pantry, the monthly food pantry,
Monthly,
and
yes.
some other stuff
That's
that
correct.
you are doing.
Yes.
Now, we are going to jump right into it. Normally, I say tell us a little bit about,
Okay.
how you came to be a pastor and all of
Okay.
that. And I know we talked about that, I think, during the
Right.
first time
That's
you came.
correct, yeah.
But we probably, if we get a chance, we'll talk about it again.
Okay. All
So the food pantry, we're just going to dive right into it.
Okay.
Also, you are an entrepreneur, and you
Yes.
tell us about the S&R junk removal.
That's it.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, tell us about the monthly food pantry and how that came about.
Okay. Now, the food pantry came about some time ago. I believe the Lord laid on my heart maybe a year or so ago to do something in the local community to kind of help those people that are really struggling in their finances. Maybe they have, 2 or 3 children and they can't really just make ends meet. So that's how the food pantry came into existence.
Okay.
So in terms of that, what we have done now for over 1 year, we've been able to feed now 150 people
Oh, great.
every month,
Every month.
every single month. Especially being a small ministry, that's still
That's-
pretty good
that's
for
great.
us. Yes. So at 150 people per month. Normally we have distribution days every third Saturday of the month, but a lot of times, of course, some people can't wait till the third
Right,
Saturday.
that's true.
So what happens? They call the office, and we just make some arrangements, and they come in, and whatever food we have available for them at that time, we just give it to them.
Now, what's the criteria to be able to, participate in receiving food?
Number one, gotta have a need.
Got to have a need.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. We try to focus on people that have a lower income. If you have a low income, we save $40,000 per year, but we know that that's, in today's economy, that's not really a lot. So most of the people we have are more like $18,000, $12,000 per year.
Okay.
Doesn't matter if you have a child or not.
Really?
No, it doesn't matter. We get a lot of people that's unemployed, may have lost their jobs and just can't make it. They don't want to be on the program all the time. They just
Right.
need something to kind of get by
Right,
until.
for the time being,
Yes.
yeah.
So it's really just a basic thing that if you have a need,
If you have
and just be honest.
For real?
Yeah, 'cause some people, they come, they really don't need the food, but they just want it because it's offered to them for free.
That is not right when there are
Yes.
other people out there
Yes.
that may really
Yes.
need it.
Yes, you'll be surprised.
Wow. Oh, my
Yes,
goodness. How
yes.
about that?
Yeah, so we just try to make sure that we just ask people to just be honest, because we don't do background checks. I don't go and try and
But you
call
do
your
have to
job.
fill out an application.
You just have a smaller application with you, who's in your household, how much money you make or did make or not making or whatever, and who you want to pick up for you. It's just that simple.
So it's every month designated to a certain Saturday.
The third Saturday of each month.
And do those who may be interested in it, are these people only in the Jackson area or Hinds County area who are able to participate in picking up the food? Or
Yes, it's locally for those in that particular area. And that is because we are partnered with Mississippi Food Network.
Oh, okay.
So they have a lot of pantries in the surrounding zip codes.
Oh,
So,
okay.
but a lot of times we may get people from Madison or Canton, and we've had some people from even Prentice, but we try
Prentice?
to, yes, But we try to make sure that people understand that it's for that area that we're in, which is, located around Briarwood Drive area.
Oh, okay.
And because there are different pantries that Mississippi Food Network partner with.
Well, that's good. Now, do they call in or do they come into the church to sign up?
Most of the time, they will call Mississippi Food Network, and they'll say, okay, where you live? Okay, all right, well, you need to call Pastor Samuel Williams at Bible Way Church. Sometimes they will call me directly because they've heard.
Okay.
Because we kind of get the message out there a lot of time on social media.
Oh, that's good.
So they'll call sometimes that way.
Okay, well, that's good. So this pantry has been in your existence as far as participating in it about a year.
Yes, a little bit over a year. We've been there.
Okay, so once again, it's once a month, every third Saturday?
Every third Saturday.
Of every
From
month.
10 to 1. It used to be 10 to 3.
Okay.
But let me tell you how this works.
Okay.
When you say 10 o'clock, they are lined up 8:30, 9 o'clock outside the church. They're waiting because they want to be first in line. Because a lot of times, the building that we're in, we can't really store a lot of food, but that's coming. So it's limited.
Oh, all right.
Right, so it's almost like a first come, first serve.
Now, is it something that people can donate food? Or is it just, okay, other people can donate food?
If you belong to any organization, any church, we have food drives, of course, like we talked about last time with the different local schools. Some people just stop by and just give us food, but we mostly, 90% of it comes from Mississippi Food Network.
That's great.
But every now and then we have to have those, food drives that we'll do, at certain times of the year. To make sure we get some extra things.
Right, exactly. So y'all are right now focusing only on food, no clothing or anything of that nature?
No, we had the clothing the last time I was on your show.
Yes.
We had the clothing, but here is how the clothing. Of course, when you drive in Jackson, you see they have these 10 boxes, so to speak. And, you can just take the clothes there and dump them off. All right. So what happened, I stopped it for the moment because we were getting a lot of people that wanted to donate clothes that they didn't want, but they were not clothes that you would want to give them.
Oh my goodness.
And I don't believe in just giving somebody anything.
Just to be giving, anything.
So they were cleaning out their closets. I want to clean out my closet, so guess what? I'm going to take them to Pastor Williams and let him have it. So then we get these bags and bags of clothes and shoes that nobody wants. So then we have to, just take them to the Salvation Army or something like that.
Okay.
I kind of cut that out because, I don't have the space, and the food was more important to me than the clothes.
To take care of that need.
Yes.
All right. Well, we are going to take a break and come back, and then we're going to talk about the prison ministry.
Yes, okay.
And then, of course, some other stuff
All right.
that you're doing.
Yes.
All right, beloved, we will be right back.
Good. That was good.
Welcome back, beloved. My guest is Pastor Samuel Williams, pastor of Bible Way Church in Jackson, Mississippi. Okay, now we are going to cruise on over to the prison ministry. Yes. Tell us about the prison ministry. How did that come about?
Okay. The prison ministry, for my church, I wanted to be, according to Matthew 25, you know how the Bible says, Jesus says, well, when I was hungry, did you feed me? When I was naked, did you clothe me? When I was in prison, did you visit me? So I had all of the other things together in the ministry, and I was lacking the prison ministry.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, I got to get on this. I got to get on this. I didn't know how to get started, so I connected with Chuck Colson out of Oklahoma, and he has a prison ministry where we did, a lot of training and stuff like that we had to go through and volunteer work. And from there, that's where it all was birthed.
Okay.
Yes, yeah, from there.
And now, with the prison ministry, what all that entails?
All right, the prison ministry that we have, presently we have 2 families or 2 prisoners in Arkansas and 2 in Yazoo City. All right, so how that works is we minister to those 4 prisoners. During the Christmas time, as you know, it's coming up, we have, or people may know, Angel Tree.
Yes.
All right, so we connect with Angel Tree. So those children, we kind of, do things for them for Christmas time. But we don't just end it there to get them toys. Throughout the year, we kind of connect with them, kind of give them some counseling, give them some advice, and kind of get them prepared for the emotional part of having that loved one, behind bars.
Right.
So it's not just, well, we're going to just give your kids some toys and then that's it. But we minister to the wife or spouse or whatever family member is there left outside.
Oh, that is great. That is really great. You're ministering to the family of those who are incarcerated.
Yes. So we have been doing that. And so the reason why I wanted to come on this show is because if anybody's watching, you have a family member that's incarcerated, then you need to call us because we want to help. We want to minister to your children, do things for them on their birthdays, on holidays, Easter time, the kids like their Easter baskets and stuff like that. We want to be a part of their lives, to be there as a support while the mother or father, whomever, is incarcerated. And not only that, but we also kind of do pen pals. We don't send any money to the prisoners, but we'll do pen pal. We'll go and visit and things of that nature to kind of keep them encouraged.
That's interesting, pen pal. I hadn't heard that word in so long. So long.
Yeah, pen pal.
So you would, that means snail mail. You write it on the paper. There's no internet. Is it not?
No internet.
Via internet?
No.
Okay.
Handwrite. I personally handwrite.
Really?
Handwrite every single letter. Not typewritten, I personally write.
Oh, that is something.
I want to minister to that person, and these not one of those, just standard letters, send it, because this guy may be dealing with something different. So I need him to know that I actually care, and that I'm actually here. I can't do a whole lot, but at least I can be an encouragement.
Exactly. And that right there speaks volume when you can encourage someone. You can never discredit the power of, of encouraging someone.
Yeah, because a lot of times I've learned, from having family members that's been incarcerated and things like that, a lot of times people just make honest mistakes.
Exactly.
They're at the wrong place at the wrong time, maybe had the wrong friend. So they're not really people that's really in the system because they really need to be, or they're a threat to society. Just sometimes people make simple mistakes. You know how I go a lot.
Exactly. They can cost them many years behind bars. Simple mistakes. Like a misdemeanor, so to speak. Sometimes it may be a felony. Depends. Somebody happened to steal. Robbery maybe, but happened to steal something out of a store, whatever. And sometimes it just depends on who it is. They can get some, lengthy time for it.
Yes. So we try to be there. And I'm trying to really spread that part of my ministry.
Yes.
I've gotten the other parts down packed. Now I'm really right now gung-ho minded on this one because I really want to be able to be there for their families. Because if something happened to me, I look at it. If something happened to me, then I want a seed sown so that if something ever happened to me, somebody will kind of minister to my family, my children, or whatever. If something happened to me. So that's kind of the mindset I have.
That is great. Now, you say you want to certainly, well, we can do it now. We don't have to wait until the end of the show.
Right.
Like, if there's a family out there that may be going through that and would love to be able to utilize that particular ministry of yours, what information, contact information?
All they need to do is call me at my office, 601-957-1903. Call me and just tell me your situation. I don't care what the person has done or whatever. That's not my job.
Well,
my job
good.
is to minister to you, because I can only do so much with him because he is, kind of on lockdown, so to speak. But I can help his family or her family while, he's going through his time or whatever the case may be. But all they got to do is just call my number, 601-957-1903. And we take it from there.
Well, that is great. We are going to get ready to take a break in a few minutes, and we are going to talk about, again, you do quite a few other things as well. You can talk about the church, but I want to talk about you as an author.
Okay, all right.
And then as a national recording artist.
Yes.
And Then we are going to talk about some other
Yes,
stuff. But I would
businesses,
like
yeah.
to say right here on camera that congratulations.
Yes.
You are a newlywed. Yay.
Yeah.
Newlywed to the lovely,
That's
lovely
just-
Miss Rimmerlin.
Yes, Dr.
Dr. Rimmerlin
Lewis, that's
Williams.
right. That's it.
Doctor, she got her doctorate
Yes.
in social work.
And social work, yes. Yes, she just completed it. It was really good for her because she's been working on that for a long time. You know, I think
Yes.
it's from Capella. Of course, you know, she did a lot of time at Masters and all that at Jackson
Yes.
State.
Uh-huh.
And she's happy at that
I'm pretty
part.
sure she
Yeah.
is. So
I'm
she's
happy.
not here with you today.
No, she's
because
not here.
she's out doing her thing.
Doing her
What she
social work
needs to do
thing.
to help
That's
you.
right.
That's great.
Yes.
All righty. Well, we are
Yes.
going to take a break and come
Okay.
back and continue along this track
Okay.
on what you're doing.
Great.
All right, beloved, we will be right back.
For more inquiries on SNR support services, the monthly food pantry, the prison ministry, or church services on time and more, call 601-957-1903 or log on to www.biblewaychurchinc.com.
Welcome back, beloved. My guest is Pastor Samuel Williams. Okay, let's talk about you as a national recording artist.
Okay. Great.
Okay, you've been evidently singing and you also play some instruments.
Play the piano.
Oh, wow, the
guitars.
piano.
Yes, yes. So my recording. It's been so much going on. As I told you all behind the scenes, I'm kind of behind.
Oh, okay, you
because I've been
behind.
doing so many things. I've really been focused more on the ministry, but I still have that love, and I still do, you know, those shows, you know, where I go out and, you know, do performances and stuff like that. But
Oh, you have been able
yeah.
to still go out and perform.
yeah, I still do that. You know,
Okay.
I'm still called to do that part as well. You know, I don't do it as often as I did at one point.
Well, you do it at
Yeah.
your church, of course.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure every Sunday.
Every Sunday morning. Oh, yeah. Every Sunday morning at 11 o'clock a.m.
11
Yeah.
a.m. All right, you were able to, you know,
Yes.
sing and do that
Yes.
there.
Yes. Every
Okay.
Sunday morning.
Now tell us about the book. What's the name
Book.
of your book?
Misunderstood Relationships.
Misunderstood
I
Relationships.
wrote that book in 2011, well, it was published in 2011. And it's a book about people that, like myself, that have had difficulties understanding the right and wrong relationships. So it kind of gives an idea on a biblical perspective as well as a natural, you know, thinking on what's good for you and what's not good for you. It kind of explains some things about what real love really is. It's not the physical, it's more of the spiritual and mental thing. Because what has happened that I've noticed, I'll just say my life, because I don't know what anybody else has been through.
Okay.
My life, I was looking more at the natural things, and I wanted more of the natural things to be the right thing.
Okay.
But the natural things come and go, but the spiritual things stay true. So will this person, is this person compatible to me spiritually? Because that's bottom line. After the money is spent, after the car is gone, then what do we have spiritually that makes us
after
connect?
the physical beauty may
Yes.
dissipate just a little bit.
Yes, you know,
Just a little bit.
that's right. You know, you get a little older, and you don't look the same as you did when you were a teenager.
Exactly.
So these spiritual things are going to be important because those are the things that kind of keep you together. And I'm reminded that my parents, before my father passed, were together almost 60 years.
Really?
You know, we don't hear a lot of that
I know,
anymore. What
right.
kept them together? It wasn't the physical things, it wasn't the money, because you know, your parents back in my day, they didn't have a lot of money. But it was
Exactly.
that spiritual connection that they had to say, well, this is what it is. This is we're going to stay together and work it out. But you have to be compatible to that person.
Have to be compatible.
Yes.
You just can't go on physical things. You have to have that spiritual
Yes.
compatibility.
Yes. Because a person can get sick. A person can have difficult times in finances. And then did you marry that person for the finances, or did you marry that person because you were connected spiritually? And if you only married the person for finances, when the finances are gone, you're gone.
Exactly.
So it's a book about understanding what the right relationship is all about.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So that second book would probably come sometime in the distant future.
20,
it could
16.
be the near future.
Yes.
But okay, really.
I'm setting it up to the second book to come out in 2016, and that I'm kind of struggling with the title and topic,
okay.
but it's basically about knowing the real you.
Knowing the real you.
Yeah.
You know, it's so interesting when it comes to writing, and I mean, especially putting together a book. Do you find that you get your content first, or do you have to have a title first to write?
I get the content, and from the content, then I can figure a title.
Oh,
because
really?
if I choose the title
Wow.
first, then the title may change depending on the content. But once I get all of the content, then I can make the title fit all of the content
Very
instead of
interesting.
being just a specific thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I guess that's opened my eyes to
Yeah.
mine. Sometimes I'm looking for the title first, and I get stuck
Yeah.
when I'm looking for the title first,
Yeah.
and so it sort of delays some things
Yeah.
on getting the whole book
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's talk about S&R Support Services. Is
Okay.
that the same as the food pantry?
Oh, yeah, it's kind of pretty much the
just like
same.
the
Kind
umbrella or
of,
split?
yeah, they kind of combine it together. We, do different things other than just the food pantry. So the
Okay.
S&R support services go to different things like counseling. Maybe somebody want to talk to me about some different things. Maybe they don't belong to my congregation, so they just kind of want to talk about some things. So that's where the support comes in.
So,
Yeah.
oh, that's interesting. So you don't have to be a member of
No.
the church in order to get that kind of
No.
counseling?
Yeah, because everybody doesn't want to join your church.
True.
That's just a fact,
Yeah.
I'm not offended by it, but that's just a fact.
Keep it real.
They just don't want to join my church,
Yes.
but maybe they want my services, or maybe they want to hear what I have to say. Even on my radio show sometimes.
Yes,
yeah.
the radio show. I forgot to make mention of that. Tell us
Yes.
about when is the radio show and what station and all of that.
It's on 90.1 FM, WMPR.
Okay.
It's every Thursday morning. Well, it won't be this Thursday because this is Thanksgiving. But every Thursday morning at 11 o'clock. From
Thursday
11 to 11:30, and it's live.
It's live.
It's live, and I talk about everything from relationships to demons to people having financial issues. You name it.
Oh, do you?
I get into it, and I give that information scripturally. People having witchcraft spirits on them and voodoo and all this kind of stuff like that. I go the whole 9 yards.
I still believe
Yeah.
demons exist in this time.
Yes,
Back
yes.
in the Bible days, of course, demons were
Yes.
certainly lurking around and
All the
getting
time.
into people as well as
Yes.
animals and stuff. But
Yes.
what's happening today?
Yes.
Demons exist.
Yes, depression,
Yes.
oppression, people having schizophrenia, bipolar. The world, they have their terms, but
I
we
know.
on the biblical
Demon,
perspective.
those are demons.
Yes, those are demons that people deal with. Financial demons. I try to get ahead, but it seems like every time I try to get ahead, I'm lose.
Yes.
Those people don't understand that those are demons that's kind of on your money and just different things like that. So I kind of bring a lot of enlightenment. He poured into me, I'm giving it away.
Okay, so this is, again, every Thursday, with the exception
Every
of
Thursday.
holiday, every Thursday
11
at
o'clock
11
a.m.
a.m. on 90.1
90.1
WM.
FM, WMPR.
WMPR.
Yes.
Oh, interesting. I'm going to have to tune in whenever,
Yes.
I have that time to tune in at
Yeah.
that time. Now, tell us about S&R junk removal.
Junk removal, yeah.
Yes.
See, I'm into so much, huh?
Yes, that's you are. Entrepreneur, pastor, national recording artist,
Yeah,
etc.
I'm into so much, I'm stressed out, but to God be the glory. That is, I connect and contract with maybe an apartment complex or people that own different houses. Sometimes when you have people that move out, sometimes you have the not so
a
good
lot
ones that
of
move.
crap left
They
behind.
leave it all behind, and you'd be surprised.
I know. How do people move and leave all of that behind?
They leave
a mess.
everything behind.
But then it does creates a business.
Yes, it does.
It creates a business.
does.
Somebody leaving a mess behind.
Yeah, and a lot of times they leave refrigerators, TVs, stoves, couches, all different kind of things, microwaves, and some of the things that we have, like the freezers and stuff there at the pantry, come from people that have left.
Oh, well, that's
So a
pretty
lot
good.
of, and
That's
I
pretty
just
good
tell people,
there.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
So look, their junk become your treasure, huh?
Yes, that's it.
For the pantry and etc.
Yes, for the pantry. And a lot of people call and ask me, well, do you have or a dresser, or do you have this or that or whatever? And it's a lot of nice stuff that people
Oh, well,
need.
from that standpoint, we're good.
Mm-hmm.
That's really good. All righty, well, we're going to take one more break and come back and wrap it up.
Yes.
All right, beloved, we'll be right back. Welcome back, beloved. Pastor Samuel Williams is my guest. Okay, now we have like a minute. That was too funny. An hour. We have a minute and probably 35 seconds.
Okay.
Now, you can give out that contact information again and your website. You know, you get your website, your contact information, just in case anyone is interested in the food pantry and the prison ministries and probably to purchase one of your book and where the church is located and all of that.
All right. You can call me at 601-957-1903. That's 601-957-1903. You can visit us online website at www.biblewaychurchinc.com. That's BIBLEWAYCHURCHINC.com. And our church is located at 405 Briarwood Drive in Jackson, Mississippi.
All righty, well, good. And those in the church services again,
Every Sunday morning, 11 o'clock a.m.
Okay.
Wednesdays at 7.
Wednesday at 7.
Yeah.
Okay, well that is great. Well, hopefully you'll come back and anytime you want to update us on whatever is going on with the ministry, please feel free to come back and let us know, and feel free to come back out and do some other things as well. I'm trying to twist your hand.
Yeah. Okay.
To come out and do like a guest host.
That's right.
But I am going to let you think about it and get with Dr. Rimmerlin
Williams
and see if you all are interested. And when I like to give people an opportunity to, I like to use my show as a platform to give people an opportunity to, get their business out there, whatever it is. And not only that, just to encourage other people.
That's right, yes.
With the word or whatever.
Yeah. And I definitely appreciate you having me.
And I really, I am plumb pleased that we have been able to sup a little tea together.
Yes. Sweet tea.
Sweet tea. And on that note, Pastor, thanks a trio for coming out.
All right.
And beloved, thanks a trio for tuning in as well. And I will see you next time on The Lady Walker Show. Ta-ta.
Lady Walker Show.